Hi Jeff, this is for the proactive report. So we do a lot of stuff for PR people. And what you were talking about, the future of the media, is really important to us because we have this relationship with the media. If the media disappears and goes away, what do we do?
I got in trouble with PR people in my book because I argued that there were I argued there were three professions that were not Googleable. I said insurance, law, and PR. My readers disagreed with me about insurance, and they wrote a chapter in the book about that. And so I still went ahead and said that PR is not Googleable for one reason. The PR people have clients, and they can't be fully transparent because sometimes you've got to take the flack, thus the name, for the client. And you're going to represent different things at different times. But what I was really saying was it turns around. That the real goal here is to teach the client, which is what you do already, to be open in this new world. And the more open you are, the better off you're going to be. The more you try to hide, the worse off you're going to be. So I think ad agencies actually become more like PR people and more about trying to establish relationships in real ways. But in the end, the relationship can't be a hired third party.
Right.
The relationship has to be that of the company to its public.
So what does our role become, do you think?
Consultative.
Consultative.
I think educational.
Right.
I think teaching people how to have these relationships. Rashad Tabakawala from Starcom Publicis said in my book that he sees a role for the advertising agency, and I would think the same could be true of PR, to become more the advocate of the public and the customer than of the company.
Oh, that's interesting.
And so I think it makes sense because what happens is that if you tell the company, as you sometimes do, here's the tough news going on about you, here's what you have to do about that. I tell the story in my book about Dell, and I had a Dell hell,
Right.
and Dell came around, went from worst to first in their view of the world, and how do they do that? By having an open human voice. Lionel Menchok is a brilliant blogger for them. By having Dell Idea Storm, where the customers have ideas and talk about them and improve them with employees. By going and actively solving bloggers' problems when they were set online and changing the relationship profoundly there and its reputation profoundly. That's how Dell improved. It did it by having direct relationships of employees to people. And my obnoxious way to say it, as if that's not bad enough, is that advertising is failure. And by that I mean that if everything is perfect, you have a great product or service, people love it, they market it for you.
Right.
The only reason to advertise is if that fails.
Right.
The only reason, frankly, to hire consultants is if that fails. Well, I count on a lot of failure because that's going to pay for a lot of media people in the future. We'll have advertising still. But the point is that the end goal is now to save the client marketing money by having better direct relationships.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.